Hi guys, this is an update on my Weihrauch HW30s review. I did the original review 5 years ago. I'll post a link down to it or down below in the video description. And this is just kind of an update 5 years later. How do I feel about this gun now that I've been shooting air guns, higher end air guns for a little bit longer. And I just wanted to kind of post an update. It's kind of a perennial favorite. Once people get over magnemitis and they kind of get over the need for high power all the time, a lot of times they end up with a Beeman R7 or a Weihrauch HW30s. So I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Since my last review, originally I had a Leapers 4-12 by 40 scope on it and a one-piece mount. And when I had it all apart to put the Vortech kit in it, more about that later, I upgraded the scope. I put the Burris Timberline 4.5-14 by 33, and I went with two-piece mounts, figuring that the recoil on this rifle is not really enough to justify a super solid one-piece mount. And I've been really happy with this scope. The only thing to keep in mind is that it's got, since it was designed also to work with powder burners, it's got a lot more eye relief than the typical airgun scope. So I actually need to move it forward a little bit. This would be, you can see how far that's mounted compared to the pistol grip. This would be about average for an air gun scope, but it's actually a little too close on this. Aside from the scope, I put the Vortech kit in. They call it the super high output kit, and they advertise 9 foot-pounds. And in stock form, it shoots between 6 and 7 foot-pounds, and now I'm getting about 7 foot-pounds with the pellets that it likes. Nowhere near 9, so I'm a little bit disappointed in that. It cocks a little bit harder, and the trigger pull is a little bit harder, so I assume the spring is a little bit more powerful, but the piston seal is not, it's kind of a hard rubber compared to the softer rubber of the stock seal, so I think that might have something to do with it. Next time I have it apart, I think I might put the original piston seal back on and see how that goes. The cocking effort has changed a little bit. It's a little stiffer cocking effort. I think I just mentioned that a minute ago, but it's still very smooth. It was very smooth right from Weihrauch after 100 or 200 shots of break-in. So really no change there. The cocking effort's a little higher, but still perfectly easy. And I found that the pellets that it likes now, I'll just pan the swivel the camera down and show you, are the RWS Diablo Basic, RWS Meisterkugeln Pistol, JSB Exact RS 7.3 grain, Air Arms Falcon 7.3 grain. It also shoots the JSB Exact 8.4 grain very well, but not quite as well as these two for the domes. So if you want wad cutters, these are the ones. If you want domes, these are the ones. If you want velocity, the Skenko Pointed Poly Match. They're advertised as 4.5 grain here, but then on the bottom they say 3.86 grain. They shoot well over 950 feet per second, but they're noisier and they're not quite as accurate as any of these. The champions for accuracy at 14 meters were the Meisterkugeln pistol. Bring it back up here and just take a couple of shots. And I'll post targets later, just so you can see how it's shooting at 14 yards. You can see I didn't have to slap the barrel to release it. Notice this is like a comfortable head position. I have to kind of pull my head back a little bit. This is the RWS Basic. I'm surprised that it likes wad cutters that well. A lot of times these springers usually just like domes. So there you have it. Thanks for watching, guys. Still is a highly recommended gun. But I don't really recommend the Vortech kit. It's already very smooth and easy cocking, smooth shot cycle from the box, and you don't really get any more power. So I don't think I would go ahead and do that again. knowing what I know now. I don't know, maybe the Macari kit is a little bit different, but this was just like, I love the gun so much, I figured I might as well put some more love towards one of my favorite guns, but it turns out it really wasn't worth it. So buy it stock, leave it stock, take off the sights, put on a decent lightweight scope, or peep sights. A lot of people like peep sights as long as you're only going to be able to shoot out to 30 yards anyway. You might as well have take advantage of super light opportunities here. So, and then being as light as it is and easy to cock as it is, you can have your wife shoot it, you can have your kids shoot it, grandkids, whatever. Great gun. And you can shoot it anytime. You can shoot it in your basement, 10 meters, 15 yards, whatever you have. At dead of winter, when you're knee deep in snow, you can always shoot the HW30. You can't always be hunting, you can't always be doing long range target shooting or field target shooting, but you can always be plinking or target shooting in your basement. So enjoy. Still a highly recommended rifle, but Vortech kit, not so much. Take care, guys. See you next time.